Hey, Realty Edge team, raving fans, welcome to this September newsletter. I just want a quick touch base on kind of what happened over the last month and go over the stats, bring you up to speed on how the market's doing and what we're kind of expecting here. So it's a beautiful September morning. Leaves are just starting to turn, so we're getting ready for the fall market. I think we'll have a big pickup. Yesterday we had the Fed drop their rates, so we're seeing mortgage rates come down. We're starting to see glimmers of hope that we're going to be in the 5% range, high like 5.875, 5.99. Hopefully in not too long we'll be 5.5. So if you bought a house in the last year or two, it might be a good opportunity to refinance, or if you're waiting for the rates to come down to pick up a new house, it might be coming time for that. So just kind of go over what happened in August. In August we had an absorption rate. So if the absorption rate is if no other houses came on the market, it'd take this amount of time to sell all of the inventory that's out there, and that was 2.3 months. It's a little bit lower than last year, which is good. It's a good sign. But overall, August seemed like a pretty slow month. August generally is. It's just that real estate cycle. Everybody's on vacations, everybody's wrapping up their summers. Turns out to be a slower month. But once Labor Day kicks off, post Labor Day, people get back in the market and start looking again. Let's see, our days on market for the month of August were 23 days on market. That's the average in Rochester, which is a little bit higher than last year. In 2024 is 19, so not that big of a difference. Still 23 days is not very long, relatively speaking. If we've been in selling houses here in Rochester for a long time. 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't uncommon to see 140 days, right? So 23 is still pretty quick. You still got to plan on moving pretty quick. Let's see, the number of sales for August were down about 7.5% this August versus last August. Kind of think that's due to interest rates a little bit. That maybe a little bit of inventory level. But 149 homes sold in August this year. Last year 161. So down a little bit, not earth-shattering or nothing, but it is a 7.5% difference. So it's worth noting, right? So it's a little bit slower than it was last year. We currently have 342 homes on the market in Rochester, which seems like a big number, but we are a town of 120,000 people. So 342 homes for sale probably isn't that many. Like it's been in the last 6 years, we're still pretty low on inventory, which really leads back to that absorption rate. So if we had 4 to 6 months worth of inventory, that would be a real equal number. So right now we're at 2.3% or 2.3 months worth of inventory. So it's a low amount. So which is also what drives the days on market to be relatively low as well, right? Demand is there. See, average sales price is a huge jump this year versus last year. So the average sale price right now is $350,000. Last year was $322,500. So that's almost a $30,000 difference. That's quite a big jump in 1 year. Keep in mind that takes into all the houses for sale, right? We're starting to see more $1 million houses, more $1.5 million houses on the market than I've ever seen ever. So, but overall, a huge jump in the average price point. So that's kind of the stats for August. If you have any questions or want to learn more about it, want to chit chat, maybe you want a market value of your house, that might come into play if you're going to refinance and see if you have 20% worth of equity in your house now. We're more than happy to do that. We're always happy to help. We just love to have the real estate conversations with people. It's what we do every day, so we love talking about it. Maybe my wife doesn't always appreciate all the real estate conversations I have, but I really enjoy it. So if you ever need anything, please reach out to Dan or I, and we're happy to help. Otherwise, have a great fall, and we'll touch base in October.